Morning, everyone. For me, it's Happy Thursday, so I don't know if you're taking this class live or you're joining me at a later time, but either way, thank you for coming. Our theme for this morning is just trying to push out a positive vibe. It's very easy when there's a lot going on and it feels like it's out of your control to lose sense of what's important. So we're going to do two different things today. First, I'm going to give you a little idea. It's a quote. It says, "One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day." That's amazing, right? And there is a lot of research that suggests either having a gratitude journal or just taking some time in the morning to be grateful for things really does set you on a positive path, not only for your day, but if you repeat this practice over and over and over, and you're really being intentional and mindful about what you're grateful for, there's evidence to suggest it actually repairs some damage to your body. It can extend the ends of your telomeres, which is just your genetic code in your body, and that can have a profound effect on your health, mental health, your physical health. So I'm going to challenge you this morning, and I try to do this every morning, but I'm going to be honest, I don't remember every morning. So most mornings, think of 3 things you're grateful for. And sometimes those are the exact same 3 things every day, and sometimes they change. So as we sit here, and maybe you're still sipping your coffee or your tea, that's fine. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to just give yourself a minute. Come into your breath. Notice it. Don't feel obligated to change anything about it yet. And just think about 1, 2, maybe 3 things you're grateful for. I want you to take notice about how when you start naming those things that you're grateful for, the images that you conjure up in your mind, and the fullness that you feel in your heart, and maybe even just this warmth and like a smile break across your face. I think that's such a beautiful, powerful way to start every single day. Just remember what you have and what is there for you. We're going to start our morning with a little bit of an alternate nostril breathing, which I haven't done with you before, but maybe you've done it in another class. And I'm just going to tell you what it is and what it does. And so alternate nostril breathing helps calm your mind, helps calm your body. It brings in more oxygen, and that is our life force. So we're going to practice doing some alternate breathing this morning. And all you're going to need is to use your fingers. So you take your 2 peace fingers and tuck them down. So the other 3 are up. So you're like maybe a funky little surfer dude. And you're going to put your thumb on the outside of your right nostril and your ring finger and pinky on the outside of your left nostril. So find a comfortable seat. Make sure your alignment is nice. You're going to plug both for 1 second. So exhale totally. Plug both. Open the left. So push the right shut. Inhale left. Plug both. Exhale right. Inhale right. exhale left. We're going to do 5 rounds. Maybe take your other hand, open it on your lap. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Close both. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Close both. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Close both. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Close both. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands down to your lap. Palms are up. Inhaling and exhaling now through both nostrils as you fill your belly, fill your lungs. Lift your heart. Feel all that oxygen and life moving into you. Exhale through your nose. 3 rounds here. Put your right hand on your low belly, your left hand on your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Keeping your eyes closed, hands down on your knees. Come back to those 3 things you were grateful for that we talked about right at the beginning. Think about one of them that stands out in your mind. That's your intention for today. Something related to that. Developing that relationship even more. Embracing the gratitude you feel for having that. Just be grateful for this moment, this time that you took for yourself, maybe right at the very start of your day, to set your intention to move in a direction of positivity because it's your choice. Gently blink your eyes open. We're going to work here in our seat. This yin flow this morning will be all seated and will move us through some poses that help open up our spine, open up our heart, open up our hips. Okay, so inhale, reaching towards the sky. Is your chin up towards the ceiling? Exhale, hands, heart, center. This time doing the same thing, but rolling your wrists. So roll your wrists as you inhale up towards the sky. Tilt your chin up. As you exhale, roll those wrists in the opposite direction, bringing them back down. Good. One more inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming down, rolling those wrists. Beautiful. We're going to do our cat and cow right here. Place your hands on your knees or your thighs. Inhale, fill your belly, fill your lungs, lift your heart. You kind of arch your back a little bit here. So this would be the same as if we're lifting our tail and lifting our gaze. And then as we round down into our seated cat pose, you feel your pelvis tuck under. You round from your sacrum to the crown of your neck. Even tuck your chin a little bit. And as you leave your hands on the front of your legs, I'm pushing with my hands forward on my legs a little bit, and I feel this really nice stretch on the back of my shoulders. So inhale, straighten your spine, tilt that pelvis forward, lift your gaze slightly, arching your back, bringing your elbows at your side behind you, opening across your chest and your collarbones. And then exhale, rounding down. So this is our seated cat. Round that spine. Feel your comfortable seat. Push forward with those arms on your legs so they're active and you get a nice stretch across the back of your shoulders. Tip your chin down. One more. Inhale for our cow pose. Tilt your pelvis forward. Open across your chest. Your collarbones are just broadening. Your heart is lifting. Last one, exhale, rounding down. This is your cat pose. So make those arms active. Push them forward like you're stretching out in the morning. And then come on back to your comfortable seat. And we're going to do a nice gentle twist here with some side bending. So inhale, reaching up, tilt your chin up, gaze to the sky. As you exhale, grab your left wrist and start to tilt towards the right. And when you get close enough, I want your right arm to come down to the surface next to you. And maybe that arm comes down to a block. Maybe you come down to your forearm. Maybe you're propped on your hand. It's okay. Your left arm is at your ear. I want you to lift that chest open, gaze towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, windmill yourself back up to center. Inhale, lift your shoulders forward up. Exhale, them back and down. Inhale, shoulders forward up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Tilt your chin to the sun. Exhale, rotate left. So I'm putting my right hand on the outside of my left knee. My left hand's behind me, just comfortably propping me. My alignment cues are making sure you can feel your seat comfortably underneath you, an elongation of your spine all the way to the crown as you gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, chin to center, undo your twist. Inhale, reach up, gaze at your thumbs, grabbing your right wrist. Exhale, floating down to the left side. And when you're ready, you bring your hand down, maybe your forearm down, maybe you have a block that you're supporting yourself on. You're feeling a stretch in your right side body from your fingertip all the way down to that right hip. So push that right hip down into your seat. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, windmill your arms all the way back up to your seat. Good. Roll your shoulders this time backwards, up as you inhale, forward, down as you exhale. Shoulders back and up as you inhale, forward, down as you exhale. One more, back and up as you inhale, front and down as you exhale. Good. Inhale, reach up to the sky, tilt your chin to the sun. Exhale, rotate right. So left hand outside of right knee. Your right arm just comes behind you, propping you up, promoting your alignment and your length from your seat to your crown. This is the alignment of all the energy centers and chakras in your body from your seat all the way to your crown. Working on making sure we have nice alignment. Inhale. Exhale, chin to center. Go ahead and undo that twist. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, pull them down to your side cactus arms. Bring those elbows slightly behind your shoulders. That gives you a really nice opening across your chest, and you can lift your heart even more. So you're going to inhale, reach up, gaze to the sky, tilt your chin up, maybe back bend a little bit. And as you exhale, pulling those shoulders down, elbows slightly behind you, open across your chest. So feel like as you inhale, push up against something, you're lifting it to the sky. And as you come down, there's a resistance that you're pulling yourself through. So this is a nice active movement as you open your heart. 2 more. Inhale, reach, lift, look towards the sky. Exhale, bring your arms down, keeping wide across your chest. Last one, inhale, reach, lift all your gratitude straight up. Exhale, pull it down to you, hands, heart, center. Pull all that gratitude straight into your body. Close your eyes. Come back to your intention. Inhale. Exhale. Gently blink your eyes open. Hopefully you have a strap and some blocks nearby. We're going to move into a long sit position. So wherever you're at, your goal in a long sit position is to first move whatever flesh might be right underneath you so you have a really solid surface under those sit bones. Those are your ischial tuberosities. It's like the bony prominence right in your bottom. And then your legs are straight out in front of you. If your hamstrings are not long enough to attain this position, all you do is bend your knees, okay? If you're forcing yourself to do something your body's not ready for, your body will react negatively. You'll feel stressed, you'll feel strain. This is true for many things in life, not just your hamstrings, okay? So whatever your long sit looks like, it's perfect. Have your strap nearby, because as we do our forward fold, these can become an extension of your arms so that if you are unable to reach your toes, you can use the strap. So I want you to first inhale, lift, reach, gaze to the sky. And as you exhale, hands to heart center, hinge forward at your hips. So keeping your spine long. And at some point, the range of motion for you is going to stop. See if bending your knees slightly, can you hinge more at the hip? Ooh, it feels good, right? So maybe from here now, find that strap, reach it down, put it around both feet. Don't do anything yet, just have it right here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, now using the strap, see if you can hinge from the hip even more, right? Maybe you play with bending your knees a little bit more, okay? You have to meet your body where it is at. You cannot just push through the resistance when you're trying to lengthen and elongate your muscles. You will injure yourself. That's not how it works. You have to meet yourself where you're at and push a little bit more every single day, which quite frankly is not something that we appreciate in this country. We like instantaneous gratification. I want to get up in my morning and I want my coffee hot. I want to turn my computer on and the Wi-Fi is fast. I want to get in my car and the lights are all green wherever I have to go, right? We hate waiting. We're super impatient. That's why yin yoga is hard, because it doesn't care about what you want. It knows what your body is. And you have to meet yourself right there, stare it in the face, inhale all that oxygen and energy into whatever feels tight or is resisting. And exhale, see if you can fold a little bit more. Loosen the strap from your feet. Inhale, coming back up through your tall spine, reaching up over your head. You can back bend a little bit if you want to. Exhale, we're going to do a twist right here. So just put your left hand behind you. Bring your right hand to the outside of your calf. And you can just do a seated twist right here in your long seat. Because I'm pressing with my right hand on the outside of my left calf, again, I feel that nice stretch across the back of my shoulders too. I feel this squeezing out of my internal organs as I'm twisting. Inhale, bring your chin back to center, undo your twist, exhale. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, reaching up, gazing up. This time as you exhale, twist to the right. So put your left hand behind you to prop you up long. Your right hand comes outside of your left leg. It could be your calf, it could be your thigh, wherever you can reach. Keeping your breathing. It feels a little more restrictive to breathe in a twist, but the more you can still fill your lungs and your belly with that oxygen, it helps nourish all your organs as you're squeezing out some of those toxins and things that no longer serve you. Inhale, bring your chin back to center. Exhale, undo your twist. We're going to do one more forward fold. So inhale, lengthen. Bend your knees, get your strap, whatever you need. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Now if you don't need the strap, you can have your two peace fingers wrapped around your big toe. You can place your whole hand, like if we're standing, this would be gorilla pose, and your toes are actually at your wrist line, so your whole hand comes down on the sole of your foot. And if it feels good, you can like massage that foot area a little bit. You can extend your toes. You can extend your ankles. You can play with bending and straightening your knee. But just find ease in this pose. Your next inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming back up to your seat. Reach up, gaze at the sky. Exhale, hands heart center. Good. We're going to come into supine butterfly pose. Okay. Now, when I'm doing this, I do like to put a block underneath my hips because then when I'm in that position, it really promotes that anterior tilt of my pelvis, which in doing that helps me align my spine even better. Otherwise, if you have some tightness in your hips and your low back, you're going to feel a rounding in your low spine, and it's going to limit your hip opening. So try it. If you hate it, take it out, but try and put a block under your bottom. And so those sit bones can be up on the block, or I kind of move forward to the edge so the block actually underneath me is on a tilt. So I sit and then my weight kind of tilts it forward a little bit. It's like a little wedge underneath me, okay? So from your nice, comfortable alignment, first align your head, shoulders, hips, then bring those feet together, and your goal is just to bring them in wherever is comfortable for you. So your legs might be more out in front of you, looking more like frog leg opening, or they might be closer to you as you're bringing the soles of your feet together, right? I want you to take your hands and wrap them right around your feet. So I take my thumbs, put them right along this insole, and they're landing at that big toe mound, and then just wrap my fingers around, okay? Inhale, lengthen your spine, bring your shoulders away from your ears, feel your sit bones underneath you. Exhale, forward fold. Option to use your elbows to keep your legs pressing down as you forward fold. So this is our first hip opener. We're doing both hips at the same time. Your hip area has so many of some of your strongest muscles crossing over those joints. It's responsible for keeping us upright and moving you around all day long if you're walking. And if you're sitting, if your mobility is primarily in a wheelchair, you're still using those muscles in some sort of way, and your hips are in that flex position all day long, which can just lead to some stagnant energy and just actual physical tightness. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold a little deeper. So in opening our hips, we're providing opportunity for not only these inner thigh muscles to stretch, but to open up those energetic pathways in our low abdomen and those that are near our sacrum to be able to feel better. Again, when you're forward folding and you're compressing the contents of your abdomen, it may feel harder to breathe. Don't let that breath be shallow. Continue to inhale, filling your belly, filling your lungs, and then exhaling it all out. On your next inhale, come on back up to your comfortable seat. We're going to do a gentle twist right here. So let's inhale, roll your shoulders forward and up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Tilt your right ear to your right shoulder, but keep this left hand tucked under your leg so that you're pulling the shoulder down and away from your neck as your right ear comes to your right shoulder. If this feels okay, maybe actually even reach up with your right hand and gently bring that ear closer to your right shoulder. And you can play with slightly tilting your gaze down, keeping your gaze neutral, or your gaze up, and just see which variation feels right for you and gives you a nice stretch through your neck, very gentle. Let go of your head. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Rotate to the left, exhale. Inhale, center. Rotate your neck to the right, exhale. Inhale, center. Good, we're going to do the other side. So you bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Keep your right hand under you, either under the front of your calf or you can put your hand under your bottom. But the goal in doing that is that you're actively pulling your left shoulder away from your left ear as you bring your right ear closer to your, I just said that opposite. Bring your right shoulder away from your right ear. Bring your left ear closer to your left shoulder. There we go. My ability to speak in the morning is directly proportional to how much coffee I've already had. Bring that left hand up, wrap it over your head. Just add a gentle stretch. If you were like fine where you were, put your hand back down. But then, you can play gently gazing up, keeping in the center, gazing down. Lots and lots of muscles cross over from your skull onto your spine, onto your scapula, onto your collarbone. So a slight tweak in your position could be all the difference. Let go of your head gently. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Good, we'll do a little roll. Right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder. Go the other way, chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder. Good. From our supine butterfly pose, I want to do one more seated twist. Then we're going to do our pigeon pose. So for this seated twist, I've shown you different options before. So what your simplest version, your least twisty version, is bend your right knee in towards your chest, and then you're going to hug your left arm around that knee as you twist to the right. Okay, that will give you a nice compression of your internal organs. A deeper, more intense twist which your spine and your internal organs may be ready for, is you're crossing your right foot over your left thigh. You're tucking your left knee underneath you. So now I'm already in this really compressed position in my lower body. I'm going to inhale my left arm up. And as I exhale, I twist to the right, bringing my left elbow outside my right knee, using my right arm behind me to gently prop. Lengthen your spine, gaze over your right shoulder. Keep filling your body with breath. Inhale, bring your chin back to center. Exhale, undo your twist. We're going to switch to the other side. So all your options still here. You can just bring the left leg in, or you can cross it over your leg. You can also add that right knee bend, so you're like really super squeezed and tucked up, adding a lot of compression to that lower abdomen and your organs, which is nice. We're literally bringing them out. Inhale, right arm high this time. As you exhale, right elbow, and you can use this left hand to tuck that knee underneath you. Twisting to the left. My left hand's behind me, helping me stay nice and propped. Gazing over my left shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch across the back of my right shoulder as my right elbow's tucked outside my left leg. Find some ease in the discomfort. Inhale, chin back to center. Exhale, unwind. Good. Go ahead and rock those legs out a little bit. We're going to move into pigeon pose next. And so you have the option to either do pigeon prone or supine. I'm going to demonstrate supine first. Supine just means lay on your back. So our supine pigeon, you're going to bend your right knee, put your right ankle on top of your left thigh, and then you can use your right hand to gently push this right knee out and open. So if you notice, this right leg's making like the top of a figure 4, okay? That could be enough for you. To add to that, you reach through your left thigh, pulling your left thigh with your left knee on it towards you, using now your right elbow to push that right leg out, okay? So this is your supine pigeon pose. If that feels good to you, stay right there. We're otherwise going to do it prone. That just means on your belly. So in order to do it on our belly, start from your hands and knees. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, and then your right heel is actually at your left hip, okay? There's like a misconception this leg's got to be way up here and it's going to be straight. That's not good for your knee, actually. So give that little angle, okay? This could be enough right here. You're still propped up on your hands. You feel a heaviness in your hips. You're like surrendering your hips to the ground. If you have a little bit more room, you can come down to your forearms. So my spine is lengthened and I'm down to my forearms. You can put a pillow or a bolster or something right here underneath you. Or you can come all the way down to your forehead. Bring your forehead down. We're going to stay here for a few minutes. So whatever position you chose, supine or prone, just get comfortable with it and I'll let you know when it's time to come out and switch. Every inhale brings that oxygen deep into your belly, fills your lungs. Exhale brings everything out that no longer serves you. Maybe on this next inhale, send all that oxygen into that one spot where you really feel that stretch, and try to really surrender to the release of those muscles and tendons and ligaments. Just stop holding on so tight and just let go. When you're ready, on your next inhale, if you're on your stomach prone, you're going to press yourself up. If you're supine, uncross your legs, put your feet wide on the mat, windshield wiper your knees side to side. If you're on your stomach, you can now bend that back leg as you're coming upright. So you're bringing that heel towards your bottom, so you're getting an extra little bonus stretch on the front of the right thigh. Your spine is nice and long. And then when you're ready, we're just going to come back out of it. Okay? Everyone's going to transition to pigeon on the other side. So if you took pigeon prone, you can move back into that onto your left side now. If you took it supine, you're just going to switch legs. Okay? And one side usually feels different than the other. I'm not saying different is better or worse. Just usually there's a side that feels different, and that's okay. Continue to send your oxygen into your belly, into your lungs, maybe directly into those areas that are talking to you and trying to convince you to get out of the pose. Push a little bit longer. Remember, if we build our tolerance for stretching a little bit every day, we have great gains over time. You can't get it all in one day. If you need some props here, if you're trying to do your prone pigeon, sometimes a nice place is underneath the hip. So you can put a little pillow or a blanket or something underneath your left hip to keep it up, if that helps you. Close your eyes, continue to focus on your breath, bringing that oxygen into your body, filling your belly, filling your lungs, exhaling out what no longer serves you. Take 3 more breaths wherever you are. Surrender to the pose, let your hips feel heavy. Good, and when you're ready, you're going to come out of it. So if you're on your back already, uncross your legs, go ahead and put your feet wide on the mat, windshield wiper them side to side. If you're on your stomach, maybe bend that right knee behind you, pulling your heel towards your hip, a little bit of a hip flexor stretch on the right. And when you're ready, everyone's going to meet on your back. Bring a bolster or a block or a prop with you. We're going to move into just a nice restorative inversion. So from your laying on your back, you're going to gently press up into a bridge, just enough to lift your hips, to put your prop underneath there, and then extend your legs long, straight up the wall. Hands can just be palms up, resting at your side. This is a nice deep Parita Karani. You're not doing anything. You're not pointing your toes, you're not flexing your toes, you're not lifting your legs, you're just here. Letting all the fluid flow back easily towards your heart. We did all this hip opening, we did all this twisting. that releases negative energy and some toxins that were maybe stuck in places. And so we need that flow to come back so that it can get pumped out of your body. You did all the hard work already. Now get rid of what no longer serves you. 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, bend your knees. Bring your feet back down one at a time. Lifting your hips up just enough to get that bolster or block out from underneath you. You're moving into final rest, which is Shavasana. So you can lay long in Shavasana. I'm going to take final rest in seated. But I want you to select whatever is most comfortable for you. So if you're in Shavasana, your legs are wide on the mat. You are taking up space. Your feet just flop outwards to the side. Your arms are at your side, palms up wide, taking up lots of space on your mat. If you wanted to join me in a seated rest pose, you can be on your bolster, turn your palms up, close your eyes. I'll let you know when it's time. Keep your eyes closed, gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring a little bit of very careful and purposeful movement back to your body. Inhale deeply. Exhale through your nose, rolling to your side that's more comfortable, and just taking a moment there, propping yourself on your arm as a pillow. Feeling intensely peaceful and calm and just grateful for this moment and this opportunity to maybe start your day in positive energy. Bring yourself back to your comfortable seat when you're ready. You can keep your eyes closed. Inhale, reaching up, grasping all that positivity, and then bring your hands together with all that gratitude right to your heart. Press your thumbs to your heart. Tuck your chin a little bit. The word namaste means the light and the love inside of me sees, honors, and cherishes the light and the love inside of you. If that resonates with you and feels good for you to say, we can bow to each other and close our practice and say, Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you feel like this was a wonderful way to start your day, set the tone for a positive vibe. Don't forget every day, even if I'm not there to remind you, start with being grateful for something because we do have a lot to be grateful for. Bye, yogis. See you later.